in this case and issued the penalty that is so richly deserved by Eric Frein. First, I'd like to thank my first assistant, Bruce DeSaro, who I could not have done this without, as well as my victim witness coordinator, Mary Beth Sales, who made the flow of witnesses and keeping care of the victims so effortlessly and allowed us to present this trial in the manner that we did. I reach out to the Dixon family and Alex Douglas and his family and hope that this verdict by the jurors brings them some satisfaction. They will be affected forever until they are only able to meet Brian in heaven. And we hope one day that Alex Douglas will be able to return to marathoning. We'd like to thank particularly the Pennsylvania State Police in their dedication of bringing this defendant to justice, as well as many other law enforcement agencies, including the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms, the U.S. Marshals Service, the Federal Bureau of Investigation, and numerous other state agencies, as well as other state agencies. I'm both proud and humbled to be able to present this case on behalf of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, and that the jurors did deliver full justice in this matter. We thank them for their attention, their coming all the way from Chester County, and their service as well. This verdict is for each and every member of law enforcement who dons a uniform and goes out to protect us each and every day. Thank you.
Ray, the Commonwealth hasn't put anyone to death in nearly 20 years now. Does this case necessarily make the case for something that, if the appellate process is seen through, that this could potentially be the first one in some 20 years? And what would you do to see that through?
I am dedicated to seeing this case through to justice so long as I remain the Pike County District Attorney.
Ray, you became close with the Dixon family. Can you tell me about how they feel at this time?
I leave those comments for the Dixon family. May be that they would wish to comment at some point, but I'll leave that to them.
Can you tell us about Trooper Douglas? Ray, did you talk to him? He was in the courtroom. When it seemed like the jury was going to get sent home, then they wanted another half hour. There was a smile. Did you get a chance to talk to him when you reached this verdict, when you got the verdict?
I did speak to him briefly, yes.
Can you tell us what that conversation was like?
I will also leave any comments that Trooper Douglas would like to make for him to make.
Well, can we expect anything tomorrow? Is it just a formality?
The judge will impose the formal sentence tomorrow on the sentence that the jurors have reached, as well as a sentence on the remaining counts.
Do you have any testimony, witnesses, or anything like that? Or is it...
I believe there will be additional victim impact statements. When I say additional, I mean members of the family will be able to communicate with the judge about the sentence on the other counts.
Even though there's a moratorium here in Pennsylvania on the death penalty, how will Mr. Frein be handled differently in prison as a death penalty inmate now versus a general population inmate?
As a death row inmate, it's my understanding he will be subject to heavier restrictions within the state prison system. The Department of Corrections will either send him to Graterford State Prison or Green Correctional Facility.
How do you feel?
As I mentioned before, I am satisfied that full justice has been delivered in this case. Thank you, everyone.
Thanks, Ray.